Kamala Harris's pearl earrings steal the spotlight during the presidential debate, sparking a wild conspiracy theory that's capturing everyone's attention. What's the story behind these seemingly ordinary accessories, and why are they making headlines?
There is a president who actually brings values and a perspective that is about lifting people up.
Discover the intriguing details behind this unexpected controversy. What happened? In the wake of a debate performance that has been widely panned as disastrous, former President Donald Trump and his supporters have tried to explain the evening away by posting conspiracies about a rigged event, deeply misogynistic attacks on Vice President Kamala Harris, and wild claims about the Vice President's earrings. Within minutes of the debate ending, a brand new conspiracy emerged on X, focusing not on the content of what was said, but on the earrings that Harris was wearing. It appears Kamala Harris was being coached by using earphones embedded in her earrings during the ABC presidential debate against President Trump. One pro-Trump disinformation account with over 500,000 followers posted on X. Another major pro-Trump account also shared the conspiracy while the debate was still going on, and that post has been viewed over 5 million times. The claim is based on the fact that the earrings Harris was wearing bear a passing resemblance to a pair of so-called audio earrings that were sold on Kickstarter last year. Nova H1 audio earrings, the first and only wireless earphones embedded in a pair of pearl earrings. The product description reads, "This conspiracy quickly gained traction among Trump supporters on Tuesday night as they grasped to excuse his poor performance. Numerous pro-Trump clickbait accounts on X and other supporters reshared the conspiracy, including Laura Loomer, a failed Florida congressional candidate and Trump acolyte who traveled with the former president to the debate. Throughout the debate, Harris deftly attacked Trump's weak spots, the size of the crowds at his rallies, his inherited wealth, and the former president reacted angrily, lashing out with nonsensical answers and outright lies."
Wait a minute, I'm talking now. If you don't mind, please. Does that sound familiar?
Trump's answers were filled with disinformation, including lies about abortion, elections, and the Capitol riots. He even resorted to pushing the false conspiracy about illegal Haitian immigrants eating the pets of people in Springfield, Ohio. "They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, they're eating the pets of the people that live there," Trump claimed, repeating a baseless conspiracy that has been trending on social media platforms like X in recent days and has been promoted by vice presidential candidate and Senator J.D. Vance of Ohio. This claim and many others were quickly fact-checked and debunked by ABC News hosts and debate moderators David Muir and Lindsay Davis, a fact that clearly further incensed Trump. Almost immediately after the debate finished, Trump reiterated the conspiracy about a rigged debate from ABC News that he has been promoting for the past week. "I thought that was my best debate ever, especially since it was 3-on-1, Trump wrote on Truth Social, where he tried to defend his claim about migrants eating pets by sharing links to unsubstantiated rumors.
A lot of towns don't want to talk about it because they're so embarrassed by it. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there."
This line of attack was echoed by Trump's biggest supporters. Weird how the hack moderators at ABC News are only fact-checking Trump and allowing Kamala to lie non-stop. Donald Trump Jr. wrote on X, "The fake news is the enemy of the people." The moderators might as well be on the DNC payroll, Mike Lee, a Republican senator from Utah, wrote on X. "This is ridiculous. This is the worst moderated debate in history. Somebody abort the moderation of this debate and then send the journos to Gitmo," wrote Sean Davis, CEO of The Federalist, on X. Charlie Kirk, co-founder of Turning Point USA, called the debate a show trial where the judge, jury, and executioner is ABC News, while Marjorie Taylor Greene, the Republican congresswoman from Georgia, called it an absolute attack on Trump. Despite his bravado online, Trump appeared to be concerned about the reception of the debate performance as he went into the post-debate spin room himself. In between randomly shouting out polling numbers, 90%, 60%, 72%, 71%, and 89%. Trump once again claimed it was his best debate ever. Now, multiple investigations are underway to understand how a would-be assassin managed to open fire in the vicinity of a presidential candidate. The FBI is leading the investigation into the shooter's motives and the assassination attempt, and has gained access to the gunman's phone and at least one laptop. FBI officials told members of Congress that the shooter used his cell phone and other devices to search for images of Mr. Trump and President Biden, along with an array of public figures. On July 24, Mr. Ray told Congress that Mr. Crooks typed the words, "How far away was Oswald from Kennedy?" into an online search apparently researching the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. Congress and the Department of Homeland Security have opened their own investigations into broader security failures, including by the Secret Service. It is an unsurprising response from a man who seems to be insulated from reality by a cadre of sycophants within the Republican Party and his campaign team, and an army of kowtowing supporters on social media platforms. On these platforms on Tuesday night, his supporters echoed Trump's complaints about ABC News's decision to fact-check him in real time and continued to attack and spread conspiracies about Harris based on her gender. Many of the comments used deeply misogynistic and racist language to refer to Harris, calling into question her ethnicity and boosting the conspiracy that her success was predicated on sleeping with powerful men. "I hope he calls her a stupid bitch to her face," a member of a fringe pro-Trump message board wrote, while another added, "I bet she had a lot of abortions." On Telegram, one member of a Proud Boys channel responded to Harris calling the group a militia during the debate by writing, "We are living rent-free in this whore's head." All this comes just weeks after another shocking incident involving this iconic presidential campaign. Moving on, a man fired multiple shots toward the stage during former President Donald J. Trump's rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, on the evening of July 13, killing one spectator, critically injuring two others, and wounding Mr. Trump. Mr. Trump was rushed off the stage with a bullet wound in his right ear and was pronounced fine. The Secret Service said its agents had killed the shooter, whom federal law enforcement officials identified as Thomas Matthew Crooks, a 20-year-old from Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. The Attorney General's office and the FBI are investigating the shooting as an assassination attempt and possible domestic terrorism attack. Mr. Trump ducked quickly after the shots began, and as members of the crowd began to scream, Secret Service agents then rushed Mr. Trump off the stage. As he was escorted to his motorcade, Mr. Trump, whose face and right ear were bloodied, pumped his fist in a defiant gesture to the crowd. At the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee, in his first public speech after the assassination attempt, Mr. Trump described his personal experience of the shooting. "As you already know, the assassin's bullet came within a quarter of an inch of taking my life," Mr. Trump said. On July 26, the FBI Director, Christopher A. Wray, told Congress that Mr. Trump had been struck in the ear by a bullet, whether whole or fragmented into smaller pieces, ending ambiguity that had lingered over Mr. Trump's injury since the attack. The shooter fired from the roof of a warehouse less than 500 feet from Mr. Trump before being killed by counter-snipers. An analysis by the New York Times suggested that the gunman fired 8 shots. The FBI has identified the gunman as Thomas Matthew Crooks. He graduated from the Community College of Allegheny County in May and was employed at a nursing home. High school classmates described Mr. Crooks as intelligent but solitary. Law enforcement officials recovered an AR-15 type semi-automatic rifle from Mr. Crooks's body that had been legally purchased by the shooter's father. Mr. Crooks bought the rifle from his father in October. Federal law enforcement officials discovered 3 explosive devices connected to Mr. Crooks. One of the devices was found in his home, and 2 others were found in his car parked near the rally. Moreover, the man who was killed at the rally was Corey Comperatore, a married father of 2 daughters from Sava, who worked at a plastic manufacturing company and was a volunteer firefighter. Mr. Comperatore was fatally shot in the head after he dove to cover family members who accompanied him to the rally, according to Governor Josh Shapiro of Pennsylvania. David Dutch of New Kensington, and James Copenhaver of Moon Township. Both were critically injured in the shooting. The shooting happened as Mr. Trump was holding a large outdoor rally on the grounds of the Butler Farm Show in Butler, a town of 13,000 people about 34 miles north of Pittsburgh. Mr. Trump had been showing supporters a chart about the number of border crossings just minutes into his speech when the shots rang out. Attendees screamed, get down," and "shots fired." The Secret Service quickly cleared the press area, moved the crowd out and declared the area a crime scene. Some Trump supporters held hands and prayed and then chanted, "USA."